Hello and welcome to Hayle on the Cornish Main Line and this episode of Tadpole's Trains and Stations. Hayle Railway Station, which serves the small town of Hayle in the far west of Cornwall, sits astride the Cornish Main Line and is located 72 miles west of Plymouth. Hayle Station is managed by Great Western Railway, which operates most of the train services. It is served by regular Great Western Railway trains, mostly between Penzance and Plymouth, but there are a couple of services to and from London Paddington. There is also a single service each weekday operated by Cross Country to Edinburgh and Aberdeen. Platform 1 serves trains heading west towards St Erth and Penzance, whilst Platform 2 serves trains heading east towards Truro, Plymouth and London Paddington. Platform 1 is accessed directly from the station car park, whilst Platform 2 is reached via a footpath that passes beneath the line. This footpath continues along the route of a closed railway track down towards Hayle Wharves. Hayle Station is unmanned with no ticket purchasing facilities available, meaning passengers need to either purchase one online or from the on-train staff. Nor are there any waiting rooms, refreshment or toilet facilities. There are simple waiting shelters to give some protection from the elements, as well as information points and electronic displays on both platforms. The passing of the Hayle Railway Act in 1834 saw the formation of the Hayle Railway Company, which ran a passenger and freight service from Hayle Foundry Square to Redruth and later on to Truro. The original Hayle station was built on the site of what is now the ISIS RNLI Memorial Gardens, next to Hayle Viaduct, and this remained the case between 1837 and 1852. The West Cornwall Railway took over the Hayle Railway on the 3rd of November 1846, and this saw the line rerouted to avoid the notorious gradient at Steamers Hill at nearby Angarek. The current Hayle station was opened by the West Cornwall Railway on the 11th of March 1852 on the new line connecting Penzance with Truro. It had station buildings on both platforms and access between the platforms was via a footbridge. The track along Penpole Creek continued to operate as part of the Hayle Wharves branch line, and the original station continued to be used for non-railway purposes until it was demolished in 1948 as part of a road widening scheme. A small engine shed was built in 1879 behind Platform 2, and this was used until it was closed in 1906. In October 1912, a 35-lever GWR Type 27C signal box was built on Platform 2. At some point in the late 1960s or 70s, Hayle started on a path of decline when it lost its passenger footbridge, with passengers crossing between platforms via a foot crossing at the west end of the station. During the 19th century, Hayle was a busy junction with goods lines running around the town, many connecting from the embankment which is still visible behind the up platform. However, the decline of shipping in the Hayle estuary in the 1970s saw the demise of freight lines around Hayle, and these were closed in 1981. This also led to the closure and demolition of Hayle Signal Box at the same time. This was followed shortly after by the demolition of the station building, leaving us with just the two waiting shelters on the sparse station platforms we see today. In 2014, the foot crossing was removed, requiring passengers to move between platforms via the nearby underpass. However, access to the station was greatly improved with the installation of steps to both platforms, as well as an access ramp leading up to Platform 2. And now, the trains. First up we have GWR Class 802 802011 departing with a Bristol Temple Meads to Penzance service. Next up we have a GWR Class 800 800020 arriving and departing with the 1050 Penzance to Cardiff Central service. Next to arrive is GWR Class 800 321, arriving with the 0600 London Paddington to Penzance service. Just as 800 321 is coming to a halt, GWR Class 802 007 arrives from the other direction with the 1115 Penzance to Plymouth working. Some castle set action next as 43189 Launceston Castle and 43187 Cardiff Castle pull into Hayle with the 1015 Plymouth to Penzance working. Next we have a return working where GWR Class 802 011 returns eastwards with the 1150 Penzance to Plymouth service. We have another return working next as 800 321 returns eastwards with the 1215 Penzance to London Paddington working. As the Class 800 passes through the station, has the arrival of a GWR Class 43 Castle set featuring 43097 Castle Drogo and 43198 driver Stan Martin and driver Brian Cooper as they arrive with a 1042 Plymouth to Penzance service. Our penultimate working of the day shows a pair of GWR Class 802s, 802021 and 802006, passing through the station with the 0803 London Paddington to Penzance service. Our final offering of this episode shows Class 43 Castle Set 43187 and 43189 arriving at Hayle with the 1250 Penzance to Plymouth working. Well, that's it for this episode of Tadpoles, Trains and Stations. Hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.